If you are a true believer, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Welcome to an astonishing exploration of biblical history. Today we're diving into the incredible stories of three men in the Bible who never experienced death. These figures defied the natural order, and their stories have fascinated believers for centuries. Prepare to be amazed as we uncover the shocking truth about these extraordinary individuals who cheated death. Our journey begins with Enoch, a man who lived in the antediluvian period, a time before the great flood. Genesis 5:24 tells us, Enoch walked faithfully with God, then he was no more, because God took him away. Enoch's life was so pleasing to God that he was taken directly to heaven without experiencing death. This remarkable event sets Enoch apart as a unique figure in biblical history. Enoch's story is briefly mentioned in the genealogy from Adam to Noah, yet it stands out due to his extraordinary departure from this world. Unlike others in the genealogy who are simply said to have lived and then died, Enoch's fate was different because of his exceptional relationship with God. His unwavering faith and righteous life made him a candidate for this divine privilege. Hebrews 11:5 further elaborates, by faith Enoch was taken from this life, so that he did not experience death. He could not be found because God had taken him away. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. Enoch's story highlights the power of living a life of faith and devotion. His disappearance is a testament to the close communion he had with God, a relationship built on unwavering faith. The book of Jude also references Enoch, adding another layer to his legacy. Jude 1:14-15 mentions, Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about them. See, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones to judge everyone, and to convict all of them of all the ungodly acts they have committed in their ungodliness. This passage credits Enoch with a prophetic vision, indicating his role as a prophet who warned about future judgment. Enoch's story is further explored in the apocryphal book of Enoch, which, although not included in the canonical Bible, provides additional insights into his life and spiritual journeys. According to this text, Enoch was given visions of heaven and hell, and he interceded with God on behalf of the fallen angels. These accounts, while not part of the accepted scripture, reflect the deep reverence and intrigue surrounding Enoch's character. The extraordinary nature of Enoch's life and his ascension to heaven without experiencing death serve as powerful symbols of hope and faith. Enoch's story encourages us to aspire to a closer walk with God, emphasizing that a life of faith and devotion can lead to divine favor and extraordinary outcomes. Enoch's legacy is a reminder of the profound impact that a life of faith can have. His unwavering commitment to God, his prophetic insights, and his ultimate ascension challenge us to reflect on our own spiritual journey. Are we walking faithfully with God as Enoch did? Are we seeking a deeper relationship with our Creator? Enoch's story is not just a historical account, but a call to action for all believers. Let his life inspire us to pursue a deeper, more meaningful relationship with God, striving to live in a way that is pleasing to him. Just as Enoch walked faithfully with God and was taken to heaven, we too can aspire to walk closely with our Creator, knowing that our faith is seen and valued. Next, we explore the dramatic story of Elijah, one of the greatest prophets of Israel. In 2 Kings 2:11 we read, As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elijah's departure from this world was nothing short of spectacular, capturing the imagination of believers through the ages. Elijah's miraculous ascension underscores his significant role as a prophet and his deep connection with God. From confronting kings to performing miracles, Elijah's life was marked by dramatic displays of divine power. His story inspires awe and reverence, reminding us of the mysterious and powerful ways God works in the lives of those who serve him faithfully. Elijah first appears in the Bible during a time of great turmoil in Israel. As a prophet, he was tasked with calling the nation back to worshiping the true God. In 1 Kings 17, Elijah predicts a severe drought as a consequence of Israel's idolatry. This prophecy marks the beginning of Elijah's public ministry, showcasing his role as God's mouthpiece in a time of widespread apostasy. One of the most iconic moments in Elijah's ministry occurred on Mount Carmel, where he confronted the prophets of Baal. In 1 Kings 18:38 we read, "Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trench." This miraculous display of God's power proved that the Lord was the true God and led to the demise of the false prophets. Elijah's life was also marked by moments of deep personal struggle and divine encounter. After the triumph on Mount Carmel, Elijah fled from Queen Jezebel's wrath. In his despair, he traveled to Mount Horeb, where he experienced God's presence in a gentle whisper. This encounter renewed his strength and mission, demonstrating God's care for his weary prophet. Elijah's ascension was a testament to his extraordinary faithfulness. 2 Kings 2:9-10 captures the moment Elijah and his successor Elisha crossed the Jordan River. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit," Elisha replied. "You have asked a difficult thing," Elijah said. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not." This passage highlights the continuity of Elijah's prophetic mission through Elisha. Elijah's departure in a chariot of fire remains one of the most dramatic events in the Bible. His ascension not only confirmed his unique relationship with God, but also symbolized the divine approval of his ministry. This event left a lasting legacy, influencing later Jewish and Christian traditions and fueling messianic expectations. Elijah's story is a powerful reminder of the impact of a life lived in total devotion to God. His courage to confront evil, his faith in the face of danger, and his unwavering commitment to God's mission serve as timeless examples for believers today. Reflecting on Elijah's ascension, we are encouraged to consider the heights that faith and obedience can reach. His life challenges us to pursue our spiritual callings with the same fervor and dedication, trusting that God's power can work through us in extraordinary ways. The third figure often associated with the mystery of never experiencing death is Moses. While the Bible states in Deuteronomy 34:5-6 that Moses died and was buried by God in an unknown grave, some Jewish and early Christian traditions suggest that Moses was also taken up to heaven. This ambiguity adds a layer of intrigue to Moses' story. Moses' life was filled with extraordinary events and divine encounters, from his miraculous birth and rescue by Pharaoh's daughter to leading the Israelites out of Egypt and receiving the law on Mount Sinai. Moses was a central figure in God's plan for his people. His death and burial, however, remain shrouded in mystery. Deuteronomy 34:5-6 describes Moses' death. "And Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in Moab, as the Lord had said. He buried him in Moab in the valley opposite Beth Peor. But to this day, no one knows where his grave is." The fact that God himself buried Moses, and that the location of his grave remains unknown, adds to the enigmatic nature of his passing. In Jude 1:9, we read, "But Michael the archangel, when he disputed with the devil and argued about the body of Moses, did not dare pronounce against him a railing judgment, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." This passage introduces a supernatural element to the story, suggesting a spiritual battle over Moses' body. This has fueled speculation about his ultimate fate and whether he was taken up to heaven like Enoch and Elijah. Some Jewish traditions, particularly those found in the Midrash and other ancient writings, propose that Moses did not die, but was taken up to heaven. These accounts often portray Moses as having an exceptionally close relationship with God, one that transcended the normal human experience of death. In early Christian writings, similar themes appear. The early church fathers sometimes referenced Moses' mysterious end as an indication of his special status among the prophets. They highlighted his role as a mediator between God and his people, suggesting that his departure from this world might have been as unique as his life. The ambiguity surrounding Moses' death invites believers to reflect on the profound nature of his life and mission. His close communion with God, evidenced by his face shining after encountering God on Mount Sinai, underscores the exceptional nature of his prophetic role. Whether Moses was taken up to heaven or buried in a hidden grave, his story continues to inspire and challenge us. His leadership, faith, and dedication to God's commandments set a standard for all believers. The mystery of his death adds to the awe and reverence with which we view his life. As we ponder the fate of Moses, we are reminded of the enduring impact of his life and teachings. His story encourages us to seek a deeper relationship with God, to lead with integrity, and to embrace the mysteries of faith with trust and devotion. The legacy of Moses, whether in life or in his mysterious death, continues to shape our understanding of faith and divine purpose. His life serves as a testament to the power of a close relationship with God and the profound influence one dedicated individual can have on the course of history. Why were these men chosen to escape death? Their stories serve as powerful symbols of faith, obedience, and divine favor. Each of these figures, Enoch, Elijah, and Moses, exemplified qualities that are deeply honored in the Bible, and their unique fates underscore the extraordinary nature of their lives and their relationships with God. Enoch's life of unwavering faith is a testament to the power of walking closely with God. In a time when wickedness was rampant, Enoch stood out for his righteousness and devotion. His story, found in Genesis and further elaborated in Hebrews, teaches us about the profound impact of a life lived in faithful obedience to God. Enoch's miraculous ascension reflects the ultimate reward of living in constant communion with the Creator. Elijah's prophetic zeal and boldness in confronting the idolatry of his time highlight the importance of courage and steadfastness in the face of opposition. His dramatic departure in a chariot of fire is not only a testament to his unique role as a prophet, but also a symbol of the powerful connection he had with God. Elijah's life challenges us to be fearless in our faith and to stand firm in the truth, no matter the cost. Moses' leadership and his unparalleled closeness to God demonstrate the significance of humility, dedication, and unwavering trust in God's plan. Moses' life, from leading the Israelites out of Egypt to receiving the 10 Commandments, is filled with moments of divine interaction and revelation. The debate over his death adds to the mystique of his story, underscoring the extraordinary nature of his mission and his relationship with God. These narratives remind us of the mysteries of God's plans and the extraordinary possibilities that faith can unlock. They challenge us to live lives of deep devotion, trusting in God's ultimate sovereignty over life and death. The stories of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses inspire us to seek a closer relationship with God, to live with integrity, and to pursue our spiritual callings with passion and commitment. The lives of these three men also highlight the theme of divine selection and the unique roles individuals can play in God's overarching plan. Their stories encourage us to reflect on our own lives and the ways in which we can serve God's purposes. Just as Enoch, Elijah, and Moses were chosen for their faithfulness and dedication, we too can strive to live in a way that is pleasing to God, knowing that our efforts are seen and valued by Him. In addition to their spiritual significance, the stories of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses offer profound lessons in resilience, leadership, and the power of faith. Their lives demonstrate that unwavering trust in God can lead to extraordinary outcomes, even if those outcomes defy human understanding. These stories encourage us to persevere in our faith journey, regardless of the challenges we face. Ultimately, the tales of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses serve as powerful reminders of the transformative power of faith and the incredible ways in which God can work through those who are dedicated to Him. By emulating their virtues, we can aspire to a deeper, more meaningful relationship with God and contribute to His divine plan in ways that may transcend our understanding. As we reflect on the significance of their stories, let us be inspired to live lives of faith, courage, and devotion, trusting that God's plans for us are greater than we can imagine. These narratives are not just historical accounts, but living testimonies to the enduring power of a life committed to God. Reflecting on these incredible stories, we are invited to consider the nature of our own faith. Are we walking faithfully like Enoch? Are we bold and zealous like Elijah? Are we leading with integrity like Moses? The lives of these men offer timeless lessons that continue to inspire and challenge us in our daily walk with God. Enoch's unwavering faith and daily walk with God challenge us to cultivate a deep, personal relationship with the Creator. In a world filled with distractions, we can look to Enoch as a model for living a life centered on faith and devotion. His story encourages us to prioritize our spiritual journey, seeking God's presence in every aspect of our lives. Elijah's boldness and prophetic zeal remind us of the importance of standing firm in our beliefs, even in the face of opposition. In a time when it can be difficult to speak out against injustice or share our faith, Elijah's story encourages us to be courageous and unwavering. His life teaches us that with God's power, we can overcome any challenge and make a significant impact on the world around us. Moses' leadership and integrity provide a blueprint for leading with humility and dedication. His journey from a hesitant leader to a revered prophet shows us that true leadership is grounded in serving others and being faithful to God's call. Moses' story inspires us to lead with compassion, to listen to God's guidance, and to act with integrity in all our endeavors. By striving to embody the virtues of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses, we can draw closer to God and experience the richness of a life lived in divine purpose. Their stories are not just tales of the past, but beacons of guidance for our spiritual journeys today. They remind us that faith, courage, and integrity are timeless values that can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Modern life presents unique challenges, but the principles demonstrated by these biblical figures are as relevant now as they were thousands of years ago. Enoch teaches us to walk faithfully with God daily. Elijah encourages us to be bold in our witness, and Moses exemplifies the power of leading with integrity and humility. These stories call us to reflect on our own spiritual paths and strive to grow in our faith. As we navigate our spiritual journeys, let us draw inspiration from Enoch, Elijah, and Moses. Let their examples motivate us to deepen our relationship with God, to be courageous in our convictions, and to lead with compassion and integrity. By doing so, we can make a meaningful difference in our world and leave a lasting legacy of faith. These stories remind us that no matter where we are on our spiritual journey, we can always strive to grow closer to God. Reflect on the lives of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses, and let their stories inspire you to live a life of faith, courage, and integrity. Together we can build a world that reflects the love and justice of God. What lessons have you drawn from the lives of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more biblical insights and life lessons. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for watching. The stories of Enoch, Elijah, and Moses are extraordinary examples of lives that transcended the ordinary, showcasing the power of faith and divine intervention. As we reflect on these biblical figures, let's aspire to deepen our own faith and trust in God's miraculous ways. What do you think about the stories of these men who never died? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe for more biblical insights. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for watching.